Hey guys, it's DFFTO Nerd Talk. You listen to a brand new episode of FTO Podcast, so make sure you sit back and enjoy. Also, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on every social media page. Enjoy the show. All right. How's it going, everybody? D here with a brand new episode of FTO Podcast. I am good to be here. I'm happy to be here. Got a special segment for you guys in the middle of the show. Something that I know a lot of you are going to be really excited to hear. So make sure you stick around for the entire episode. I know you guys are going to leave. Like, you listen to the whole episode. Who stops listening to a podcast halfway through? I do. We got a lot of stuff to talk about this week, but if you saw the name of the episode, you know what the big story is going to be. So I'm like, I was going to save it for the end, but I said, like, you know what, let's just get it out of the way. Jonathan Major is accused of assaulting his girlfriend, and it's been like a few days since like this dropped, but the story is just getting more and more wild as it goes on. It was said like that Major's girlfriend recanted her accusations. Then it turns out like she didn't recant her statement. She just isn't going along with the procedure with the police. She's going to let them handle it and not be involved in it. There's a trial on May 8th. Also, just to do my due diligence when it comes to the news, I'm a reporter, not a journalist, but Major has also been had different complaints in the past from directors and other coworkers, like about his attitude on and off stage, on and off camera. So this is like looking not so well for Jonathan Majors, but I honestly think like it's gonna get so convoluted and so wishy-washy that it's gonna get swept under the rug. A lot of us are gonna be upset and like watching Jonathan Majors with a close eye in the future. I personally have no opinion about this whatsoever. Did I have an attachment towards Jonathan Majors before this? Yes, I did. But am I backing myself away from the situation now that this has happened? Yes, I am. So that's all I really got to say about that situation when it comes to this. But like opinion-wise about this, I'm just like most of you out there. I'm waiting to see what happens. There's been a lot of situations in the past, like with Johnny Depp, with Jesse Smollett, with other individuals in and off camera that we made snap reactions about, and it's best just like to see what all the facts are, follow the proceeding, distance yourselves from these individuals who may or may not be toxic, and just see what happens in the future. Because like at the end of the day, we don't know who these people are. We really don't. We don't know them, and we don't really owe them like our time and labor. So keep living your life. Yes, this may hurt for you a little bit, but just like keep doing your thing. Follow it as you need to. Do your due diligence with that, and live your life. Because again, you don't know them. You just don't. So we'll see what happens. Next up, this is a story that really got me running, man. This hit my heartstrings and got me like super excited. God of War inspired TMNT last running game in the works. Are you serious? Here's my kick. I don't know who's doing this. I don't know if it's like going to be Santa Monica. Paramount Global is who I'm thinking this is going to be making this game. But it's going to be like, in the style of a AAA God of War type game. Paramount Global. I've never heard of them before. I don't want this to be like Wonder Woman, where like the game is talked about and like 5 years later we still don't even have like any kind of preview of it. I know that's how a game works sometimes. I got it. I understand that. But come on, man. Don't announce something like this. Like then don't show us anything for 5 or 10 years. That's bogus. That's a bogus move, man. That is a bogus move. But all in all, yes, 100 times yes. This may be what gets me back into gaming. Like I'm not kidding you. Like I am dead a hardcore 100% serious. This may be what gets me back into gaming. Like, have you heard about the Ronin comic book? Do you know who Ronin is? Like I can't tell you who Ronin is inside this comic book. Like the hardcore TMNT fans know who he is, though. They knew who he was before they read the comic book because they know the lore. So awesome. Next up, Brandy and Paolo Montalban returns in Cinderella King Charming in Disney Descendants: Rise of Red. Speechless. That's one word I got. Speechless. So Descendants is not only doing something awesome, it's doing something super awesome. It's bringing a character that a lot of fans loved in their youth back to the screen, and they're putting it in a franchise that has like a multiverse kind of feel to it, with all the characters of Disney property, doing the musicals, doing like a little side story, and then also like, this is awesome news. This really is. And I gotta tell you, like, most of the stories I'm getting for today is from Two Black Nerds. I tried getting stories from the Nerdy Basement, but like they weren't available this week. Just how it happens sometimes. It happens. But yeah, Two Black Nerds giving me these stories, and like this is cool. This is really cool news. I'm so here for this. Thank you, Two Black Nerds, for putting out the content for me, like to talk about it on the show. I appreciate it. Next up, Jordan Peele's fourth film is set to arrive December 25th, 2024. Jordan Peele says, "Kick rocks, MCU. I'm gonna do what I want to do." And like I say this simply because usually MCU corners the market when it comes to any film coming out in December. Period. If not MCU, it's Disney with Pixar or a Disney film. So I see you, Jordan Peele and Universal, like doing your thing. Good on you, Universal. What the fuck? That's their swear to show, mind you. This is wow. Universal is doing a movie with Jordan Peele. What's happening here? What's the story on this? I need to know. I got stories now. I got questions. Universal and Jordan Peele. I was gonna post this on my Twitter. I probably still will, but I want to see Jordan Peele do a story about woke. I know Nope was kind of about that, but I want to see it go deep in the undertones of what woke is and like how it translates to now. Like maybe a period time traveling piece. You know what I mean? Like a time traveler from the past comes to the present, and woke is being talked about. That's what I want to see. I want to see like a time traveling woke story. Give me that. Give me that story. I'll buy that for $1 for sure. God, I said that out loud. Next up, Good Burger 2 is officially in the works at Paramount Plus. And what better place to put that at? Keeping it all in the Nickelodeon family. It's nice to see that Kevin Thompson and Kel Mitchell are still doing work. They're getting work. Kel Mitchell wasn't getting as much wide notoriety as say Kevin Thompson was, because considering Thompson had the SNL for a while, but his show just got canceled from NBC. Lasted 2 seasons. That's not too bad. And maybe it was 1. Fact check me on that. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. But Paramount Plus, Good Burger 2. I'm here for it, man. Because this is essentially Clerks, but clean. I'll take it. I'll take a clean Clerks with Keenan and Kel. Keenan Thompson, not Kevin Thompson. Good guys. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna lose some status for getting that name wrong. But I'm gonna eat it. I'll eat that. That mess up. A lot of you probably screaming at your devices. It's Keenan Thompson, not Kevin. I know you watched this show as a kid. Next up, we got Denzel Washington is in final negotiations to star in Ridley Scott's Gladiator sequel. Now, while we know nothing about this movie except for what I just read, this is a sequel, not a prequel, and Denzel Washington is a part of it. Now Washington's films have not been into the same caliber as they once were. Not to say that The Equalizer wasn't a good movie, not to say his portrayal as Macbeth wasn't stunning. I'm just saying his work, it hasn't been what it once was. But that is no fault to him. I should say that too. That is no fault to Denzel Washington. Every actor that did something in the past from years ago, older styles of film have changed. And as I said before in the past, when you have a director that's only one director, and that director directs films, it doesn't always turn out the way you want it to. And I feel like the testament of that is like the Russo brothers making like the stunning masterpieces that they've made. The Farley brothers as well. The Coen brothers and like the Daniels with Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like, do I want to see more women do movies together as well? Absolutely, because I think like having two individuals direct a film is the future. I've said it before. Two people directing a movie is the future of movies because having one visionary do a film doesn't strike us like it used to. But having two individuals direct a film, you get like a layer, like two layers, like two dimensional minds put into a film. And like that gives a contrast when two people get along so well that they can create something like that together. It's like having a parent that's a good parent that does gentle parenting and like doesn't slip up at it. That's what it's like when you get like a film like that. So do I want that? Yes, 100% yes. That's what I want. That's what I want the future of cinema to be. Is in fact that. I am looking through my notes, seeing if there's anything else that I need to talk about, any stories I may have missed. And honestly, I cannot find anything at all to save me whatsoever. I have been slacking on my what am I trying to say? Trying to say something, I can get it out. On my TikTok videos and putting out stories about that. I've been slipping on that. Like it's on me. I have because I've been busy. No real excuse because like it's the job, but it's been like a rough go putting some stuff out there that I know needs to go out there that I just haven't had the time to do. So, no, like nothing really big. Like this new casting for Ring of Power 2. Dungeons and Dragons had like their release party recently, so a lot of people were talking about that. A lot of people saying it was really good, saying that Chris Pine really goes back into his old style of acting. Like I'm assuming that means that Chris Pine channels his Smoking Aces style of acting, where he like gets kind of method at times. And with a movie like Dungeons and Dragons, like the way I saw from the trailer, that looks like it's the Sandman, but a comedy. I'm here for it. Like I'm here for it. That's exact. I literally get like the same elements from the Sandman in the Dungeons and Dragons trailer, but it feels like a comedy. And if you can pull that off nicely, hell yeah! Like I'm here for it, absolutely. But this is the end of the news segment of FTO Podcast. Got a special treat for you guys. Like I wanted it to be a surprise, but I gotta announce what it is. Toshi J is doing the segment of things to check out, and I'm so excited for you guys to hear this. So without further ado, take it away, Toshi. Have fun, guys.
Hey guys, so we're going to talk about what you guys should be checking out this week. First on the list, we've got Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, which is a movie. It comes out March 31st, and it already has a 75% Metacritic score, which, I mean, that's not that bad. So, it's about a charming thief and a band of unlikely adventurers who undertake an epic heist to retrieve a lost relic, but things go dangerously awry when they run afoul of the wrong people. I've been playing with whether or not I want to see this. I think I'm leaning strongly towards yes. As someone who really got into the D&D community myself like 2 years ago. I have a game going with some friends. It's been going on for over a year now, and I love D&D. So I'm probably going to check it out. Next, we got Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which came out March 17th. Of course, we all know what's going on with Shazam. It's the sequel to the first Shazam movie, where it continues the story of Billy Batson, who, upon reciting the magic word Shazam, is transformed into his adult superhero alter ego, Shazam, formerly known by us older nerds and geeks as Captain Marvel, but, you know, DC got into that whole thing with Marvel about the name Captain Marvel, and so it got switched to Shazam. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't know, honestly. I'm probably going to go see it anyway, but I can't say I'm really that excited. Next up, the Resident Evil 4 remake for the PS5. The game comes out March 24th, And people are already raving about the demo that dropped a couple weeks ago. If you don't know, Resident Evil 4 is 2005's legendary survival horror game. It has been now brought fully up to date in this ground up remake. Resident Evil 4 takes place 6 years after the event of Resident Evil 2, where Raccoon City survivor Leon Kennedy, former Raccoon City police officer, is now dispatched to a secluded European village to investigate the disappearance of the president's daughter. What he discovers there is unlike anything he's faced before. Every aspect of this classic game has been updated for current gen, from modernized graphics and controls to a reimagined story that might surprise even hardened fans of the original game. I hope that's not too many changes, because let's just say if you played Resident Evil 3 Remake, you don't want them to do too much with the story, because it was quite disappointing. I personally didn't beat the game. I didn't care anymore after I got too into it. I'm curious about 4. I don't think I'm going to be playing it until it's like really cheap, but we'll see what happens. Next, Great Expectations. Season 1 premieres March 26th on Hulu. It's about an ambitious orphan named Pip who meets Miss Havisham and falls in love with her adopted daughter Estella in this Stephen Knight's adaptation from the Charles Dickens classic novel. Now, I'm a huge reader. I have read Great Expectations. It's probably one of those things where I'm going to kick back and watch it on a day where I'm just like, I don't know what to watch, and I'm watching stuff by myself. Next, season 1 of The Big Door Prize premieres March 29th. A machine appears at a small town store that promises to reveal a person's identity in this comedy series from David West Reed, based on M.O. Walsh's novel of the same name. Now, I haven't read this book, but the premise intrigues me, and this is going to be on Apple TV+. So that's everything for you guys to check out this week. Make sure you let us here at the FTO Network know if you plan on checking any of these things out. And when you do check them out, let us know what you think about them. And of course, being FTO, if we check any of these things out, we will also let you know what we think about them. And so until next week, that's what you guys should be checking out.
And we are back. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was fun. Like a lot of stories that just felt so natural. Like, she's an actor. Like, she's like a stage and film and voice actor. So that's why that was so clean and crisp. When you hear me doing it, it sounds like, oh, I was like, okay. Like, he sounds like he has fun doing podcasts, but you hear her do it and like, okay, this is what a professional sounds like. So, there you go. FTO's like doing some stuff, getting professionals out there. There you go, huh? Right? Let's talk about my favorite part of the show. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Of comics to read, comics to check out. The first one is Dark Knights of Steel, issue number 10. The Green Man, the true enemy of the Three Kingdoms, have been revealed, but is the battle already lost, or has a war only just begun? The end game for season 1 begins. This cover is absolutely incredible. It's a Dan Mora cover, so that's why it's so crisp, because Dan Mora is the man. Like, again, have you not seen his Batman? Because my goodness, I would take that man out to dinner. That Batman drawing, my goodness. This is written by Tom Taylor and Yasmin Putri. So make sure you check it out. Dark Knight of Steel. Next up, Thor, issue number 3. This is going to be a very Marvel and DC heavy. Like, I'm just letting you know. No indie stuff in this one. Thor, issue number 32. Blood of the Fathers, part 2. Thor versus Doctor Doom. It's Thor against Doom in a battle of wits, morals, and of course, might. Doom's latest plot lies deep in Asgard's history. And nothing, not even time itself, will stop him from getting what he wants, except maybe for Thor, who must pursue him to protect realities itself. This is a legacy issue of 758. I saw this cover. I was like, hell yes, gotta talk about this. It's like Doom and Thor? Yes. Like Doom is a magic guy now too? Here for it. Writer is Torin Gornbeck, and the artist is Juan Gideon. This looks really cool. Like, really, really cool. I'm really here to see this. It's gonna have Valkyrie, Jane Foster Valkyrie's in this too. Oh my goodness, yes. Next up, DC Comics, Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods, issue number 2. Revenge of the Gods Part 2. The gods have leveled up, and Shazam is no match for them. After Wonder Woman's changing of size to save her Amazon sisters, Billy must use his quickly fading wisdom of Solomon to formulate a plan to stop his world's destruction. Little does he know, a secret ally awaits him in Olympus. But how would he make it? There? Sounds like a job for Wonder Girl. It's a 40-issue page, and when I say Wonder Girl, I mean Yara Flor. Like, the fans have been talking about putting her into the spotlight, and DC has been listening. So, if all you Yara fans out there, pick up this comic. Lazarus Planet. This is my first time hearing about this, mind you. The writer is G. Willow Wilson. If that's not enough reason to grab this comic book, like, I don't know what is. And the writer is Becky Cloonan. Again, if these two reasons are not enough to pick up this comic book, I don't know how else to convince you to pick up these comics. So, next up, DC Comics Punchline, The Gotham Game, issue number 6, The Gotham Game Over. The Gotham Game, Game Over. That took me a while. Return of the Clown Prince. At the moment Punchline needed him least, the Joker has returned to interfere with her war to take over Gotham City's Queen of Crime. The Joker's damage and defeated state. Will he help his former partner, or will he burn her the way he burned everyone else? The epic conclusion of this best-selling Punchline miniseries is here, and it will change the shape of Gotham's villains' world forever. This cover is wicked. This cover is wicked. The Joker saying a line on the cover. It says, "You thought you can make make a 6 issues without Joker." And, like, you know what? He makes a very good point. Like, it's kind of hard to introduce or reintroduce Punchline without putting the Joker into the spotlight just a little bit. This is from Teeny Howard and Blake Howard. Any relation? I'm not sure. I need to look into that. I'll get back to you, to be honest, because I'm really interested to know. Next up, Avengers Beyond, issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. Someone has been manipulating the Avengers for the past several months, altering their very fabric of reality in an attempt to prepare the planet for a threat that could destroy everything. Here, now, this unseen individual is to be dragged, kicking and streaming from the shadows into the light, and is revealed as the Beyonder. Something big is coming to the Marvel Universe. This is only 28 pages. The cover is Boss. This is from Derek Landy and Greg Land, artist. What? That's it. And that's all your comic books to read for this week. I thought I was going to have more to say about all the stuff that I just talked about. I am going to check out, like, the Howards. Like, I definitely think they got to be related. Like, they got to be. And I gotta post something about this this legacy, this Lazarus Planet, and also the Thor comic book. I gotta talk about that. Like the G Willow Wilson doing it for the Lazarus Planet. You can't skip that. I may have to go to the comic book shop and pick that one up. I have not read Superman Lost. It's in my backpack right in front of me. I may have to check that out after I'm done with this podcast, because my battery is dying also. But that is the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, take it easy. Hey guys, D here of FTL Nerd Talk. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about FTL Nerd Talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.